Hello everybody and happy Friday. How y'all doing today? Did you have a good week? Let me know in the comments below. Big Daddy and I are going camping. Just a little overnight trip. I still have my doctor in North Carolina where we were staying up there. I haven't transferred to a doctor down here. I have met one and I'm going to transfer. But I had this appointment already set. And we are going to go stay at a harvest host up there, and we're going to take you along. Today I am going to open up all the things I purchased through on Amazon Prime Days, and let me know, did you get anything on Amazon Prime? And I think Walmart did a bunch of sales for the same dates, so let me know what you took advantage of. I got kitchenware and I'll show you. It's just things that are sort of starting to wear out. You know I do a lot of cooking. So I'm going to open them with you, and then I thought what I would do tomorrow, I'm going to have Big Daddy take the mini camper, which is what we go off in on the weekends, bring that out so I can, you know, wash the bedding and do what I do when we leave. And I think what I'm going to do is take some of this some of the cooking things that I have in here and put them out there, because I went through the shed when we got it and put that stuff in there. So I think I can upgrade it a little bit. So we'll see. But I'm going to take you along for this whole journey. So let's get started opening up these packages. All right, this is spoons and measuring cups. Those are the new ones. I'll show you what's happening to my others. It's like the inside is fading. And see on the back, the discoloration. I mean, it's not terrible by any means. But these things were half price, I think. So why not? And then I can get rid of the plastic ones that are out in the mini and put the metal ones in there. All right, these are the silicone spatulas. I got one with holes and one, well, actually I bought a complete set of kitchenware, but it only had one of each spatula, and I use spatulas like crazy. And this was just the two on their own, and it was also half price, so I got the extra spatulas. The other day when I was cooking, I got my little gold whisk out, and all the excuse me, all the wire things, they were coming out. I tried to push them back in, but they were literally broken off. Okay, we have 3 different sizes. I like those. Those are nice. These are more measuring spoons. These came with the cups, and I didn't realize that. I thought I was just getting the cups. So I'll have plenty of measuring spoons. All right. Well, they're slightly different. Let me take them out of the packages. Oh, these are all individually wrapped. We won't be doing that right now. This set is just like the ones I already have. It's like a dark gold, and it's got black letters on it. This set is a much lighter gold, and it has white. So they're a little different, but that's okay. I find these are magnetic. As you can see, they all hold together. And I love them because you don't have to take the whole thing. You know how if they're all hooked together on a ring, you've got to deal with all of them. These you just break apart, get what you need, and everything else stays together. All right, what we got here? Okay, this is knives. And I bought a new knife sharpener. The one I have is fantastic, but I've noticed over the years. I mean, I've had it since 2016. No, 2015. I got it before we even left the house. All right, I got these. I don't know how you pronounce this. Carote. I'm not sure. Anyway, they make pots and pans, if you're not aware. And they had this knife set, which I thought looked absolutely lovely. I'll get one out to show you. So I'll get some nice fresh, oh, I put it in the wrong way. I used to have these sleeves on another set. So that's those. Looks like the knife sharpener right here. It does all sorts. And it suctions to the counter, so I thought that would be nice. Anyway, I'll have to read up on it because it's not like the one I have. Okay, silicone cooking utensil set. I don't think these come in a bin because I have this one. So I'm going to use it in this. And I think I have a utensil. Yeah, I have one out in the mini already. Just mismatched utensils, which just doesn't really matter when we're out camping, does it? Okay, this must be the edging. Yep, garden edging. I don't need to get that out. That's another day. All right, so this is the utensil set, plus the 2 that I added. So I should be well stocked in utensils. So I'm going to wash all this and put it up, and I'll bring you back when I'm all done. And then I have to plan some food for when we go. Now we are leaving Wednesday morning, going up to the cattle farm. We're going to hang out there, go on a tour, buy some steaks, and then my doctor's appointment is Thursday morning, so we'll go there and then we'll come home. So I need 2 breakfast, 2 lunch, because we'll still be on the road we'll be on the road both days, and then 1 dinner for Wednesday night. And I've already planned what I'm cooking when I come home Thursday, which is very, very easy. I've made it before on the channel. It's frozen burritos. It's like enchilada casserole with frozen burritos. You just throw them in there, put some enchilada sauce on it and some cheese, and put it in the oven. My kind of dinner when I've been on the road all day. I'll see you in a little bit. Was doing the dishes, I decided, not dishes, well, utensils. I decided I was going to figure out what we were going to have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I need 2 breakfasts for Wednesday and Thursday, because even though we're leaving Wednesday, we don't want to drive through we can't drive through a drive-in with a camper. I mean, you probably could with the Mini, but still very difficult. And then instead of stopping for lunch somewhere, we'll just stop in a rest area and have lunch in the camper. And then for dinner, I'll have it semi-prepared. Well, they're all going to be semi-prepared, because what I like to do is ask ChatGPT, because I did this with the last camping trip I did, to put a meal plan together so that I can prep most of it at home. Very easy once you get there, and limited work. And we'll go into this cattle ranch, and I want to take the tour, and I want to, be involved. We're only there one night, so I don't want to be spending it cooking. So this is what I came up with, and I thought I'd share it with you. So for the breakfasts, they're just the same. I'm just making them for 2 days. Lunch, same thing. Chicken salad on croissant both days. And then the dinner here just for Wednesday. And like I said, I got that easy enchilada meal that I'm going to make when I get back Thursday. It's not a long ride. I think it's 3.5 hours, so it's not a long travel day. All right, so for breakfast, we have the Make Ahead breakfast burritos. Now, I made these before on the last camping trip, and they were very good. This one, however, has some peppers and onions in it, and I'm going to make it with sausage instead of bacon. We did bacon last time. So what ChatGPT did for me, it gave me the appliances I'm going to need to make sure I have in the camper before we go, and that's the toaster oven, which is already in there, the skillet, which I could use the propane or have an electric skillet in there, and or a microwave. Well, the microwave's permanent, I can't take it out. I mean, I could, but I won't. So that was rather thoughtful. And then it tells you here the directions you need to do at home before you leave, and then what you just do at camp. And this has optionals. I could stick them in the toaster oven and bake them for 10 to 15 minutes at 350, or I can microwave them for 1 to 2 minutes, which is what I did last time, and they were quite good. Optionally, it says you can unwrap it and put it in a skillet. Serve it with some salsa or hot sauce. I have like 10 jars of salsa, so I think I'll pop one in the mini in case we decide to do that. So next we have our lunch. And this is the chicken salad, so we're going to make this at home. These are the ingredients that we're going to use. And I got some grapes and the celery, and I think that was it. And then I figured we could have the extra grapes I can just put on the side so we can have it with the sandwich if we would like to do it that way. So that'll be in the refrigerator, and then we could toast these in the toaster oven or just eat them as is. And I did get some chips, and we'll serve ours with some chips if we want those. The dinner is super simple. It is basically a meat and veggie skillet. Well, that's what it says it is. So I'm going to cook that at home. I'll brown the beef with the onions and the garlic, add the vegetables, tomatoes and seasonings, and then put it in an airtight container and pop it in the fridge. And then we just reheat it in a skillet or in the microwave, or we can put cheese on it and melt it in the toaster oven, which I need to put some sheet pans out there because I don't have any out there. But I've got some foil ones, so I think that'll be my go-to. I'll make a note of that. So yeah, that's it. And then this is the rest of the week. So I went ahead and ordered all my groceries, and I'll have them delivered on Monday after it quits raining, because I think that's the better way to do it. It was still going to rain on Monday, so we went ahead and got the camper moved on Sunday. But, well, I say we, it was Big Daddy that moved it. So I was showing you the rain, and it was all very calming. And then okay, here is the grocery haul for the week. Some of this is for the camping meals that I'm going to be sharing with you, so I will try to point that out as we go. Mixed vegetables are for the beef skillet dinner. These are for that meal when we get back, the frozen beef burritos. And then I'm going to make batch cook some rice, so that's what that's for. Here we have the grapes and the celery to put in the chicken salad lunches. And then I have the ground beef to make the beef and vegetable dinner. I have some sausage to make the breakfast burritos. And the peppers go in those too. And I already had onions. Around here is sprinkled some non-food items. We have a bunch of broccoli. I love broccoli. Over here we have the chicken. I decided just to get already shredded chicken from a rotisserie, yogurt, medicine, and eggs. And then over here, I started putting all the things that I'm going to take out to the mini, the things I decluttered from this kitchen. And I got some little tins because I realized, I didn't have the baking sheets. So instead of taking baking sheets, I'll just take some of those. And then here I have some croissants for the chicken salad and the chips that I told you that I ordered. So that's all the food. I'm going to go ahead and get it put away. See you tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. It is the next day, and today what I decided to do is to get all the food done. And then the fridge was already on in the mini, so I can go ahead and get that out there, out of the way. And then if I have some time this afternoon, I can get started on the laundry. I might run out there and put it in between what I'm doing, just the sheets. That's really all I've got to do. I do have some clothes to do, but I can do that when I get back. So I need to batch cook rice like I told you. So I'm going to go ahead and use, this is Drew Barrymore's beautiful slow cooker, and it has a rice setting, and I've used it many times, and I'll batch cook it. Today I'm doing brown rice. I've done white too, and it always turns out perfect. And then I will do 1 cup servings and wrap it in cling wrap, or I have some silicone molds that I can use, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, and I put them all in a Ziploc bag and put them in the freezer. And then when we need rice, 1 cup serving is good for 1 person, so we just grab 1 each, and we cook them in our microwave for 2.5 minutes. But it's not a very high powered microwave, so I would start at 1 minute if you're going to attempt it, and you've got a like 1,000-watt microwave. I think ours is either 800 or 7, I'm not sure. Anyway, try it out, start slow, and then build your time up until you're happy with it. It comes out perfect. So I'm going to get this going first. So now I've got the rice going. I'm going to move over to the breakfast, and I'll do that on this counter. I have 2 slow cookers going on this one. I've got the rice, and then today we're having the pork carnita bowls, which will be on the menu Monday for the 27th of October. I just wanted to let you know it was not seasoned enough. And I put this in. And I just added a little bit of cheese. I put 2 shakes of this in there. I tried one, it wasn't enough. So I did a second one. But you can season it any way you like. Or not season it. I mean, it has the pepper. I put a lot of pepper in it because I love pepper, but I couldn't taste it. The rice, I just checked, it has 10 minutes to go. But I put butter in here. And I think it's done. I don't think it needs 10 more minutes. Otherwise it's going to dry out and start burning on the bottom. I'm going to put the lid on and just let that butter melt in there. And after it cools off, we'll get it wrapped up and in the freezer. Now, my sister-in-law came by and I got a bit sidetracked and I forgot to turn the camera on. But I'm all done with this. Turned out very tasty. And I did add extra tomatoes just because I had 2 pounds of hamburger. I was going to go ahead and add another thing of vegetables, but I'm not that big of a fan of these mixed vegetables, so a little goes a long way. And I was thinking this looks so much like the shepherd's pie sort of thing, that it would be nice if you had mashed potatoes to go on top. But there, I got 3 of them. I'll get a little out of each one of these and put it in here and even it out. Just putting the last bit of food in here. I thought I'd have some garlic toast with the beef skillet dinner. And I went ahead and got the milk and my caramel for my coffee. And Big Daddy has creamer with his coffee too. To end the video here, and we shall see you, well, I'll see you on Monday for Menu Monday. And then we'll be back next Friday with our actual trip. So I hope you have a fantastic weekend, guys, and we'll see you again real soon. Thank you again for watching. Love y'all. Bye-bye.